Good afternoon, all. Once again, you're all welcome to PMG-MAN 2025 CEOs Forum. As you all know, CEOs Forum is our platform where the CEOs gather annually to reflect on the industry challenges, the pain points, and chart a path to solve the problems.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 edition of the PMG-MAN CEO Forum. On behalf of management, board, and the entire membership, I'm delighted, truly delighted to see you gather here today for all the brilliant minds we have here gathered. Industry leaders, united for one purpose, to advance the growth and competitiveness of our industry.
Let me start by saying, for me, this is more like a celebration of also our partnership together. President Bola established PVAC on the 20th of October 2023. So 3 years from today, PVAC will be 2 years old in terms of establishment and the approval that Mr. President has given to do that. Of course, we didn't start operations until early 2024. So I feel, for me, this my presence here is just to reflect on our journey together so far, what we've been able to do, but also to chart a course for the future, what we need to do for the next few years.
On behalf of FINPIA, I want to thank PMG-MAN for what they are doing for this country. To be a manufacturer in this country and to also, especially pharmaceutical manufacturing, is beyond the business initiative. Is almost a national assignment.
Come with very good news to let you know that as local manufacturers, investors are interested in Nigerian pharma. Investors are very, very much interested, and when Frank told me about what is happening here and the topic being access to finance, I said it's important that while the DFIs come here and tell you of the big money they have, it's important for us also to tell you that there is access to other sources of finances that are local.
It's an honor to stand before you today. I can now put faces behind the drugs that I see on the shelves. And whenever I'm sick and I take medicine, I now know who are behind it. So thank you for keeping us safe and healthy.
In the funding that we are bringing from DFIs, we've been discussing with BOI on how to see what to do to make it affordable to you, to make it the way you in the industry want it. So we're having that discussion. We're having similar discussions with EIB.
We all know that BOI is a policy bank that supports the national and regional policies to industrialize the country. And in response to the presidential initiatives on the healthcare, the bank designated pharmaceuticals sector as one of its priority sectors in its strategic plan for 2025 to 2027. What does that mean? We want to see how we can catalyze the industry, promote local production, and also industrialize the nation. So one of our basic responsibilities is to provide concessionary funding to the manufacturers in that space.
The CEO meeting has been quite successful given the number of companies that showed up for us, and we're particularly impressed with the coordinating Director of PVAC, Dr. Abdu Muktar, and the promise that is going to see how PVAC is going to speak to BOI and other other DFIs to see where they can arrange, the government can see they can arrange funds that are going to be dedicated to the pharmaceutical industry. While the second one that he said, which was our ask, But before we even said it, he had promised that he was going to speak to all the policy makers, the SON, the NAFDAC, Nigerian Customs, and all such policymakers that affect the pharmaceutical industry, for us to sit down the round table and discuss on the way forward to see how we can move and unlock all the bottlenecks for the industries. And I think if we took nothing away from this meeting, those are two important wins for this meeting, and which ties with the purpose of the meeting in its first place. And I just hope that we get it right going forward.
2025 Pmg-MAN CEOs Forum has come and gone, and I can tell you that we had a great outcome from this event. You can see we have representatives from the Bank of Industry, we have representatives from Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, representative from the World Bank, representative from IFC, part of World Bank Group, representative from the Bank of Industry, and also a commercial bank, FCMB Nigeria. He also saw EU, and all of them, they participated in this year's CEOs meeting, ultimately to share insights on how the industry can access finance. And as you know, very critical and very important is access to finance in doing business. And for us as an industry, as a group, members are scaling up, repurposing their facility to be able to close the gap in access to medicines in Nigeria. One of my greatest takeaways is the fact that we had policymakers like the National Coordinator of Unlocking the Value Chain in Healthcare, who represented the policymakers, touching base on policy issues, policy overlap, and the emphasis that we are going to gather again to look at how policies that overlap can be harmonized so that we all be on the same direction to stimulate pharmaceutical manufacturing, life science manufacturing. So it was a gathering of the CEOs where we had to speak to each other heart to heart and touch base on the pain points and look at how we can even do those critical things that will help us become stronger. We members were excited about the outcome of this CEOs gathering. And to the glory of God, I can tell you that the takeaways, we're going to follow through and make the best out of it. Thank you.